Hi, James. Thanks for the sub. I haven't even alerted everybody. Thank you so much, man. Oh my god, 7 months. Holy shit. Thank you. Well, hello, Manora, hello, Mikey, hello, Leon, hello, Jayfish. How are you? Thanks again for fucking 7 months. I wish it showed it on my feed. Like, all I see is bits. I'm gonna chase my dog and get some water. I'll be back. Watching an ad? Uh-oh. I want to see penguins. Look at there. Hi, Squeak. How are you? Love the notification you post on Discord. Good announcement. I try. The most recent update made this game playable, so it's good you didn't try earlier. Well, I couldn't play it earlier, and I didn't know that at all. I was just told it was good by Rake. I'm playing off of Rake's account. So. I'm watching on my phone today. PC doesn't let me. Excuse me. Doesn't let me play stream for some reason. Twitch is just fucked. It's time to move the mixer. I've been paid $10,000 to I haven't been paid before I even continue that joke. He's good. Nice. Everybody's having issues. Uh-oh. That's no good. YouTube streaming. Oh god. As long as it's in Facebook, I guess. D Live is an emergent option as well? What the fuck? I thoroughly enjoyed playing it, but the amount of times I wanted to yeet a zookeeper at the other side of the planet like too often. I have 6 open zoos because they keep starting to lag after like 1k guests. Uh oh. It won't let me resub until minute after expired, then it won't let me resub on mobile. Ooh. Well, I'm glad you could figure that out, personally. However, thank you for putting in that much effort. And yeah, it does make you wait the exact 31 days. Make sure to create someone your friends will recognize. Really? I need the... Interesting. Okay. They probably can't read that because of the setting up. It's fine. It's fine. Come on. Good enough. Is this still... Is this... We'll leave it alone. How you doing, Jay? I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well as well. You should be able to see my avatar. Exciting.
Hey. Hey. Oh, hey.
Orange? 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 Why do you have hex codes? Okay, I'm gonna stop making this dude as like bald ASAP. We need like I want like post quarantine. Where's like hair all the way down to my shoulders? More accuracy. Hex codes. God damn hex codes. Does that mean this orange keeps you alive forever? Of course. Just be a woman. It said it once. It said that my friend should be able to recognize it. And this is something my friends could recognize. Oh, and also have long hair models. Oh, for that. Fair. What? What? Sure. Orange is a forbidden word. Gotta like. Tires never have long enough hair. Why does it say, are you sure? But also, you can edit this, by the way. Who's this? Yeah. And then a friend that you've never heard of. Doxed. Yeah, look. There she is in Italy. We found her. Okay. Should we do career? Should we do career is like the... We don't want sandbox. Sandbox is gonna be boring. I like how we went from 7 to 3 views. Can you visit my zoos? I can follow your Quad Indian information board and your Duo Indian information board. You need the tutorial. Is that what the career is?
Yep.
Okay. Visit Neo. I can't visit Neo. Tutorial. I should have done that with the, with Planet Coaster, huh? I never did the tutorial on Planet Coaster. The bear's walking. Oh wow, look at this cinematics, huh? My name is Melson.
Heyo at Hematu. Yeah. Oh. sorry about that. I have a habit of slipping back into the Planko language. It's good to finally meet you in person. I'm Bernard, although I insist you call me Bernie. The only person who calls me Bernard is my wife.
Bernie!
And even then, only when I've tracked elephant dung into the carpets.
Copied almost every building I was
As you
allowed
know,
into my
I
blueprints from
own
the
several
tutorials.
zoos, but I always like to show people the ropes here at my home.
This is your house?
The first zoo I ever opened, and a source of great pride for me. And prize, thanks to a lion breeding program we ran in the 80s. But we're in the middle of a big renovation, and that's where you come
That's
in.
where you come in, sadly.
Our old contractor had to retire after developing a fur allergy. Poor devil kept sneezing his dentures into the lion habitat.
Oh, good, we're
So,
skipping frames.
It's up to you to finish everything off. Don't worry, though. I'm not completely throwing you in at the deep end. My head keeper, Nancy Jones, will be lending a helping
Oh,
hand.
good, we're skipping frames.
She's a hard worker, and she'll expect you to be too. But I'm
fuck
sure
is
you'll get
going
along
on?
like a house on fire, or even better, one that isn't on fire.
Hopefully it's
Less
just the animation.
shouting.
I don't think it is. Hopefully you're able to hear
Hello
me just
there.
fine.
From that
Hello.
rosy, fresh face of yours, I'm guessing you're Bernie's new hire. Good. Now, I hope you're ready to ditch your diploma because we're about to get really hands-on. But before we begin the real work, how about we familiarize you with the zoo by learning how to fly around it?
Am I gonna
and
be the
visiting
Tiger
some
King?
of our beautiful animals. We'll start by popping over and having a look-see at the grizzly bears in their habitat.
Hey, bitch.
Did you know that grizzly bears, also known as Ursus arctos horribilis, can hibernate for up to 7 months a year?
It's just a big dog.
Oh, but then again, given the chance, I think a lot of people would do that too. Select one of the bears and you'll bring up its information panel.
Oh, okay.
This
2
is where you
FPS?
can find out all kinds of information about your animal. The most important thing being its overall
it just pooped.
welfare.
Okay.
You'll learn more about animal welfare today as we go through your objectives. But for now, let's enjoy this magnificent animal. Why don't you select the camera at the bottom of its information panel?
Okay. I can just watch the dog.
See now, this is a fantastic way to get a close look at your animals. You can also get this view of an animal by simply double-clicking on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when you're ready, let's pop over to the other side of the zoo and
Oh, but I
take a
can't
look at the
double-click
lions.
out. Okay.
I've marked their location for you to find.
Yeah, I'm skipping a lot of frames.
Leo. All the West African lion to you and me.
Pooping for the pig.
Lions are the most social of the big cats, and there can be as many as 40 lions in a pride, although prides of that size are pretty rare. As Bernie would say, those lions are awesome, which is precisely why I handle the training instead these days. Anyway, how about we get started on those objectives?
You can boot
Come
up
on,
Black
let's head over to an
Mesa.
empty habitat and see what needs doing there.
You really want me to play Black Mesa? Hey everybody, welcome back to the, I'm fighting the giant head crab mom. Again. Again.
As you can see, it's a lovely space for animals, but it's missing a certain
Yeah, I'm missing a lot of frames.
Two somethings.
I think it is
So I'd like you to
Twitch.
adopt a pair of them. To adopt animals, we need to open the animal market, which is in the animal trading section.
I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't Twitch.
There we are, a pair of perfectly splendid warthogs for our zoo. Just click on them and select Adopt from the side menu. Normally the animal exchange would be full of animals, but I've emptied out the market while you learn how it works.
I've emptied the
last thing
market.
need
I
is
have
accidental
50
eating
warthogs at my home.
elephants.
Did you really talk about it before? No! I hope not.
When you adopt an animal, it's automatically placed in the trade center, where they're held until you're ready to move them into
It's
their
a joke.
habitat,
It's a
which,
joke of me trying to be
it
as boring as
happens, you
possible.
are. So how about you move them into their new home?
Oh, apparently I have, like, look at all these visiting players.
When you ask
There.
for an animal to be moved into a habitat, your will go to the trade center, collect your animal, and
She
deliver
could be
them to your
non-native.
selected habitat.
78 wild
I've
warthog.
marked the trade centre's location, so let's go and watch the caretakers in action.
Hello? Oh.
Well, as you can see, those caretakers don't hang about. They'll move those animals to their destination as fast as possible. Of course, normally we'd have to place the animals into quarantine before moving them into a habitat, but I am assured by a person of good standing that these warthogs are in the very rudest of health.
Rude health.
Let's get the warthog's habitat finished up so we can keep them nice and happy. You see, each animal in the zoo has an overall welfare statistic, basically how happy they are. And that overall welfare statistic is itself comprised of 4 different areas: nutrition, social health, habitat, and enrichment. Luckily, if you select an animal, you'll bring up their animal welfare information panel, which we saw earlier,
Quarantine,
where you
yeah.
can see how they're doing. That way, you'll know exactly what areas need to be addressed. Don't worry if that's a lot to remember. You can always check the Zoopedia for more information.
They want enrichment.
Let's start by making sure we're taking care of the warthog's nutrition welfare.
But its enrichment is like...
To do this, we'll need to place a food station and a drinking station. Now, each animal requires a different type of feeding station. And for the warthogs, it's a small feeding trough. So let's add one of those and a water bowl. Animals also require stimulation to keep them happy. Let's add a lovely mud bath for the warthogs to roll around in. That bath will count towards their enrichment welfare, specifically their toy enrichment welfare.
Toy.
Oh, nice work.
Mikey, don't start.
You've got a knack for this, I see. Now, our
Road.
contractor had to leave in a hurry, so this place is in a pharaoh state. Unfinished thingamajigs and whatsits all over the shop. But the first thing we need to finish is the ostrich habitat. It's over near the hippos.
Okay. Yes, you know, where the hippos are.
Oh, before we actually start building our ostrich habitat, let's pause the game. Just click the pause button in the bottom right corner.
Nancy Jones of fucking fourth wall.
That's more like it. A
Knowledge.
quick break. Sometimes it's a
Road.
good idea to pause the game whilst you're doing something which requires your concentration.
Text
because it'll
fail.
stop
I know,
the
I'm
zoo
sorry.
spinning out of control while you're looking the other way. Let's keep the game paused while we get this ostrich habitat built. Okay, job number 1 here is to add a habitat gate before we complete the barrier. Every habitat needs a habitat gate. After all, how else would the keepers get in and out? Just make sure it's hooked up to the path so the keepers can reach it.
Make sure it's hooked up to the pulse.
Right, let's complete the perimeter barrier so we can adopt us some ostriches. I've marked out an area for you to use, so I'd like you to finish off the perimeter using the brick barrier.
Spike Pokemon randomizer, my save got corrupted. Uh-oh. Can I just have like a giant ass wall? Welcome to Berlin.
Good work. Remember, before you can place animals in any habitat, it has to have a full loop.
Hide behind the wall.
Now, you've probably noticed that guests can't
Welcome to
actually
Ostrich
see into this
University.
habitat at the moment. At least not without a stepladder. But seeing as they're banned, I'd like you to select a piece of barrier and swap out the brick for a glass barrier, so the guests can see in.
Okay.
There we go. Adding in more windows gives guests even more opportunities.
can't spend
to
that
see
much on
animals in a
glass.
habitat. It's always best to make sure the guests can get a good view into a habitat from the path they're walking on, because it makes them happy, and because this would be a pretty terrible zoo if they couldn't. The last thing we need to do is to add a donation box. You see, when guests enjoy the view of an animal, they'll make a donation. Just make sure you put them in easy-to-reach places, like near a viewing point.
Okay, well I can't make it go down,
Donation boxes are
so...
one of the main sources of income for the zoo, so make sure you remember them.
Right, yeah, of course, yeah. Oh, I can't even mess with the walls anymore. Okay.
Now, Before we adopt our ostriches, you should click the play button. After all, if the game's paused, then so are our caretakers, which will make it a bit tricky for them to deliver the ostriches, eh?
Why is Nancy Jones like the curator of all time?
By the way,
Time and
as
space.
well as pausing the game, you can speed the game up by clicking on the fast forward button. It'll run everything at 2 times and 5 times faster. It can be useful, especially if you're waiting for money to accumulate
This
or
lady's
for
accent, what
animals to
is
be
it, Brit?
delivered to your habitat. Personally, I use it when I'm waiting
Yes?
for a brew to finish.
It's an English of some
All
kind.
right, you've finished the habitat, so it's high
New
time we
Zealander?
adopted those ostriches, don't you think?
I don't think so.
Let's get 4 of them in here.
I don't think so. You want 4 of them? I'll get you 4. What? Stop.
While we wait for them to be collected by the caretakers and brought to the habitat, you should get it ready for them. Add a suitable feeding station, water station, and an appropriate food enrichment item.
A second ring
It's
isn't
often best to
Polish?
place things
No.
like enrichments and feeding
Water?
stations near to the habitat perimeter, so guests can get a really good view of the animals.
Boom. Can I spin this? Okay.
Oh, good to see the ostriches have somewhere they can really stretch their legs.
Her voice actor is a
Did
Welsh.
you know
Ah.
they can actually run at 43 miles per hour? Oh, heaven forbid they ever escape. The speed camera finds alone would bankrupt us.
Um,
Well, Bernie certainly
those.
seems impressed. Did you do
Bernie?
a speed camera joke? Every time we get an ostrich. So, now we've made the ostriches' lives a bit better, let's do the same for the keepers, shall we? To make it easier for the keepers to feed the ostriches and hippos, we should build a new keeper hut. Keeper huts are where the keepers prepare the food for animals.
Just do the
So
tutorial,
they should be
yes.
placed near to the habitats to make sure the keepers don't waste their time walking when they should be looking after the animals. You'll need to rotate the keeper hut to get it to
Oh, here you
connect
go.
up to the path.
hello? 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 Oh, why is it in the... Lame.
This keeper hut only has space for 1 keeper, but the larger keeper hut can allow multiple keepers to prepare food at the same time. Oh, but bear in mind that keeper huts and other staff facilities shouldn't be placed near to areas where there are lots of guests. Guests don't like seeing facility buildings, and it can affect their happiness.
What?
Negatively. In case that wasn't clear. Something that all facilities, shops, and a whole host of other objects
Paying
need
those
is
in the DLC
power,
online, yeah.
and that obviously includes your newly built keeper hut. So let's place a transformer next to it, shall we? Now, the reason everything has gone blue is because you're using the power heat map. This map allows you to see what is and what isn't powered in your zoo. So once you've placed your transformer, you can click
Keepers
in the
are acting
bottom
like
left
animals.
to turn
I
the
bet-
heat map off.
There's a part of my brain that wants to make an exhibit that is
Lovely
only the
work.
keeper huts.
Now the keepers
So people can
start
look at the keeper
using
huts and go
hut
like,
to prepare
"Look at him
food."
go!
And thanks to where you put it, they won't need to walk very far to deliver it to the ostriches and hippos. Let's get on to your next objective then. Bengal tigers. We want to adopt some, but I'm afraid there's nothing ready for them yet. Head on over to the plot of land I've marked out. It's not too far away.
I won't financially recover from this.
Righty, your next job is to build a habitat from scratch. And concrete and glass, I expect. So go ahead and build it. Just make sure that the habitat includes that big hole we've dug. Oh, and don't forget to add a habitat gate to the barrier.
courage. Don't think I died out
Make
of
sure the
courage.
guests will be able to see the tigers.
That's right, no courage. Tigers, come on, no courage. It seems fine. Oh, glass is more expensive. Interesting. What? Make it shorter. Make it. I want to go to the corner. Whatever. Tigers. That's right, no tigers. Let you look at some tigers. Ah! Is there a way to like shortcut change the length? Should I just keep it on like 4? Check this one out. Okay, you ready? These fucks want to look at these tigers? Take a look all you want. Boom. Boom. Place it on a wall and then press the connecting column thingy. The connecting column thingy. I don't understand.
Now, Bernie takes safety very seriously at his zoos.
Look at this.
So we should probably make sure those tigers can't
This looks
come out
so
of the
ugly.
habitat, don't you think? The way we'll do it is by changing the height of the habitat's barrier. Okay then, you should start by double-clicking the habitat barrier, which will take you into barrier editing mode. Great. Now highlight the entire perimeter of the habitat. You can do that by clicking and dragging the barrier selection tool.
Is that it?
Now that the habitat is in place, don't forget to put down a donation box near to your viewing areas. We need every dollar we can get. Especially as these tigers aren't exactly eating instant noodles for lunch. Okay, that's the habitat boundary complete, the habitat gate in place, and most importantly, the tigers won't be able to jump out of it anymore. I think it's time we adopted those tigers.
Alright, we're ready. Okay. Show me the tigers. Expensive shits. Holy moly, this one's golden.
Whilst our trusty caretakers collect and deliver the tigers, let's take a look at preparing the habitat for their arrival. We'll start with the basics. Add a suitable feeding station for them.
Big ol' food tray.
This time, instead of adding a water bowl, let's try something different. Some animals need
Let's
a
share
pool
Star
in their
Wars. Good
habitat so
question.
they can go for a swim, but they can also use it to drink
Tiger
from.
tears.
All you have to do is make sure the banks of the pool have a gentle slope so they can easily get a nice, refreshing drink.
Okay.
There's already a pool excavated, but you still
Yeah.
need to fill it with water. You should do that by going into terrain and selecting the water tool.
Rough water.
Yes,
Valid,
that'll
just
do
like you.
nicely. Of course, just like the warthogs and ostriches, these
Oh.
tigers will also need some enrichment. Why don't you add some suitable toy and food enrichment items into their habitat?
Frozen blood pumpkin. And a rubbing pad.
Okay, it's really starting to take shape.
Yummy.
Now, the tigers will need a shelter
Your
in
money
their
count, it's
habitat
so wacky.
so they can hide from the guests.
It's my real bank
More
account.
likely the bad weather. Although given that we're in England, you might want to think of that just as normal weather. Go on,
No.
add a shelter to their habitat. You can either build one from various suitable bits and bobs, or if you like, just pop down the blueprint that I've already built for you.
This House of the Tigers right next to the entrance. Easy. Boom.
Oh, poor Dabs. I'm sure it can't have escaped your attention that the tigers look a bit miffed. That's because they aren't too keen on the type of terrain in their habitat. Select a tiger and bring up its information panel.
Interesting. What's less long grass?
Rightio. Click on the terrain tab. That way you can view the terrain information and see how they feel about the different types of terrain. That'll tell you what the tigers need more of or less of in this habitat.
We need
Okay then.
someone coming in with a
Terrain
lawnmower.
Editing tool, select painting, and give them some more soil. Yes, that should help with the habitat part of their
Yes.
welfare. Right then. All animals need plants and trees from their own biome or continent.
Look at
You
'em
know,
go.
deserts, savannas, or Asia, Europe, that sort of thing. It looks like these tigers need a few more plants in their habitat. To get a perfect fit, use plants from the rainforest and temperate biomes that are native to Asia. Although if you have to, you can get away with using just one or the other. The tigers will also want a certain amount of their habitat to be covered by those plants. To find out which plants to use and how many, select a tiger and go to the Environment tab. As you can see, some of the plants currently in the habitat aren't quite right for the tiger, like the wattle bushes. You can remove them if you want.
Okay.
You can
Shade
find all
of the
the
tigers,
plants
yep.
you need in the nature section, and you can use
There's a
the
lot of
pictures
screens.
to only show the types of plants you want to see. In this case, that's plants from the rainforest or temperate biomes.
Okay. Let's give them one of these. A holly tree? Are you serious? They do not want a holly tree. No. That is so dumb. Except plants are different biomes more than different continents. Alright. Yeah, that would help, huh? A holly tree! Fine, whatever. I need more trees. More bamboo. Oh, that's fine. That's okay. There's a buttload of there's a buttload of bamboo. They love this shit. Look at them. Look at them go. That's for pandas.
They say that good fences make good neighbors. I guess that's doubly true when one of the neighbors is a Bengal tiger. Still, those tigers look so happy that I doubt they'd leave. Even if you did poke a hole in their fence.
This one's swimming.
Oh, but for heaven's sake, don't test that theory.
Right, let's head over to the Indian peafowls. I've been told that we need to improve their social welfare.
That's bamboo. I know there's bamboo on the wall. The bamboo escaped. Quick, streamer. Collect the bamboo. Quick. It's fine. Look, you can, it's the donate bamboo. Where the fuck am I going? Oh.
Now then, just find one of the peafowls and select them to open their information panel. Then we can have a good gander at how they're doing. Although technically, I suppose gandering would just be for geese.
Oh. Too few adults.
Expand their social welfare
And
we
juveniles.
can get a bit more detail.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they've clearly got plenty of space and they're not stressed, but it
Need
looks
more
like their
boys.
social group isn't quite right. So let's find out more. Click on the social tab at the top of their information panel to see what's
Give
wrong.
me the peacocks.
Right, as you can see, the peafowls
birdie
need their
boys.
population to be larger. To solve this little problem, you'll need to adopt 3 more female peafowls. Off you
Oh,
pop
that
to
was
the animal
convenient.
market then.
Accidentally grabbed women. I didn't even realize.
Good work on those peafowls. I expect they'll be delivered soon. but sadly, it sounds like our
That's
snow
the zoo
leopard is a
manager.
bit grumpy.
Oh.
Let's head over there and see what's wrong with her.
Snow leopard. Like small plants like that can't be climbed. Oh, are you saying do I have to be worried about that? Can they climb up the tree and jump the fence? Are you serious? He's gonna be upset there's not enough snow. Where the fuck is he? You little shit, you can't hide from me.
Just like people, animals can suffer from stress if things aren't quite right. You know, like when you see someone put in the milk before the tea
Hello.
bag. In the case of these snow leopards, they're a bit stressed by their lack of privacy. You can lower their stress levels by swapping out the normal glass barrier by their cave for one-way glass. It's not a cheap option, but I think they're worth the expense, don't you? This will give the snow leopards somewhere to go when they want to get away from the prying eyes of the guests.
But what if I don't want to do that? What if I... Oh, it's one way. Okay. I like that.
Of course, when an animal isn't in its natural biome, it's probably going to be too hot or too cold. Unsurprisingly,
Okay.
for the snow leopards, it's too hot, even with the terrible British weather. You
Terrible.
should help cool it down by adding some
Chicken
coolers
drumstick.
to their habitat. But let's start by opening up the temperature heat map.
He seems
and having
comfy.
a look-see at the temperature in the leopard's habitat.
Look, he's just chilling. What's hot here? Wait.
As you can see, we
Oh.
already have one cooler in there. Let's pop some more down and get as much of the habitat as chilly as we can. Luckily for us, this habitat already has power, but you'll need to make sure of that in the future. Just so you know, if any part of a habitat is powered, then the whole habitat will be powered.
That's nice. Cool down the cat. Oh, there's definitely not that hot. Look at the cat. He's chilling. They can't even see it. Don't I do it? Ah. 3 coolers. Whoopsie. I was just too efficient, you know what I mean?
You can find heat maps for all sorts of helpful things, so do be sure
They're
to
making
explore
you-
them and make good use of
I
them.
have a cat that's currently pinned me. Is it this cat?
It'll take a little while for the temperature to adjust once you've added coolers or heaters, but now we've got the coolers in, we can address the leopard's terrain
beautiful blue
welfare.
eyes.
You see, what the leopards really want in here is snow and rock, so let's make that happen.
Okay. Snow and rock. You don't care about that. You want way more snow. Rock, you don't. Rock is fine. You don't care about rock. Oh my god, my game. The game's like, bro.
Now then, all of that should give you a pretty good understanding of how to make animals happy. So I'd like you to go and check on all the other animals in the zoo and fix up any issues with their habitats.
Boom.
That'll increase the
Have
average
fun.
welfare of the animals across the
Stream
whole
broke for me.
zoo.
Yeah,
And
we're
that
dropping
average
frames like
welfare
crazy.
is a very important statistic. Now, to quickly see how all your animals are doing in the zoo, you should go into zoo management and then into the animals section.
Holy shit. You want enrichment. These guys bored as hell. We don't need that. We don't need blood for them. Let's get them like a mud bath. And then we want like a ball.
As you can see, this list shows you the animal's overall welfare. So, if something's amiss, then
Speedy.
you can quickly pop over to them using the locate button. Right, I'm off for a cuppa while you make sure all the animals are well looked
cuppa.
after.
Okay. One cuppa, please. Keyboard! Get the plan! No? Herb scent marker. A mirror mobile. Sprinkler. I'm a giraffe. Wind chimes. Another tire. Big ass tire. Bobbin. Dude, they aren't happy about anything. You just want another sprinkler? Oh my god, all you want is sprinklers. What the fuck? Okay, sprinklers aren't doing anything anymore. I gave you advice. You can type an animal name in the search thing and give you answer for that species. Oh, that'd be smart. Let's see if I can spell giraffe. What a rubbing pillar. Get yourself rubbing. That's all. They're just gonna be at 50% for the rest of their lives. Oopsie. Jay. What? What? Tire guy to blast him with the water. That's all I want. Is rubbing pillars. Oopsie. Yeah, giraffe. Oh, high graze feeder. Boom. All right, now they're fully enriched. He moved.
Not bad. Not bad at all. I think it's fair to say that you've passed the first part of your training with flying colours. There's
75.5 centimeter fish.
Another one of Bernie's zoos for that. If you want to grab your passport, we'll head off, shall we?
No, I don't want to go to. I don't want to go to Bernie Sanders' zoo. I'm going to my zoo. Okay. Whoever was playing that yesterday and made a poopy water by mistake. Ain't that how it is? Quit game. Yeah, I'm done. Alright. It's time to franchise, right? Do we think we got it? Think we got the beautiful sanctuary ready? Oh. Okay. Let's see. Not desert. Let's be temperate. Oh, that's interesting. I thought we already had a name. Oh, Beiju Sanctuary is the name of the whole franchise. Doi. Okay. So what's the name of the zoo? It'd be like North American. NA Zoo. Lol. Alright. I need a staff room. I need a bit more than a staff room, I think. Ew. What do you mean, ew? What do you mean, ew? No, you don't need length. You need width. Am I right? Bit too widthy. There we go. 2 FPS. Why lol? It's a Twitch meme, mostly. What is going on? Okay. Uwu. Did you drink caffeine today? Be honest, Neo. Neo? No. Alright, well. Keep my eye on you. Alright. Alright, we'll stuff it in here. I like that assumption. I need a workshop. Okay. We have a... Let's... Facilities. Oh my god. Okay, staff facilities. Do I not have one that's like fancied? Why are they like bare bones? What happened to... Why are they all bare bones? These frames... I don't think it's on... My end looks fine. I think it's Twitch. Need to research it. Well, I'm not playing Black Mesa. This isn't... It will be worse with me playing Black Mesa. You know that. You know that me moving around in first person is gonna look abysmal? You know that? Yeah, okay. Okay. Alright. I don't get why the standard Planet Zoo themes backbuildings are there by default. Quarantine. I need quarantine. Don't we all? Alright. Either way, it's snappy as fuck. No, I can like hold... I can hold the direction, you know? See, look. I say as it turns. Alright. Let's get a staff room. Boom. Let's get a research center. Boom. Let's get a quarantine. Boom. Let's get a keeper hut. Let's get underneath this tree. Boom. Okay. All visitors need to be at least 2 feet apart. I don't understand. Should I stream as much 25 hours? I'm gonna take a second here to realize that I've had 152% skipped frames. It is skipping over frames I have not given yet. This is something I should address. Apparently this game takes up 70% of my GPU. But I look fine when I'm looking at the game. I don't... You look fine, ooh. I already know. Thanks. Fuck. Okay, what animal are we putting in here? Adopt exhibit species. Challenge number 1. Ow, I know, I'm sorry. That was entirely my fault, I'm sorry. What exhibits are we placing? There's like little things, aren't there? I forgive you. We want a small animal exhibit, yeah. We want to start with this. Exhibits at under facilities. Snakes are good, or poison frogs. Why can't I turn it? I'm pressing Z, but I can't turn. You need a trade center to buy animals. Did I not buy a trade center? Why can't I turn? Okay, whatever. I already have a trade center, right? No. Very good. Okay, why is it not... Okay. Thank you for the tip that I finally read. When in doubt, press escape. Big tip. Okay. Now then. Animal training. We want itty bitty things. Do you want a Brazilian salmon pink tarantula? Seriously, fixes a lot of problems when it stops working. It's a lot of spiders. There's a lot of spiders. Okay. Let's get some snakes. Alright. Customs seizure. Oh my god. Let's buy like these two snakes. And adopt you. And then let's like Felipe. Okay, Felipe. We're gonna get Felipe. Alright. We need turtles. We'll get there. Just at the playtime, I guess. Okay, hold on. How do I quarantine? 1,539 skipped frames. Why is this happening? Exhibits don't need to be quarantines. Neither do animals, it's automatic. Okay. Alright. Alright, Felipe. You go in here. Then you go in here as well. Then you can go in here. And then you can go in here. You can send exhibit animals to exhibit immediately. Others can be placed in habitat and will automatically be checked. Okay. Isn't there like an education thing? Oh, I should probably do this. Okay. I can't. I'm like freaking out about the frames thing. Is it seriously? Is my graphics card dying? He must have pieced together by sacrificing chat. My GPU is at 91% use. 99% use. It's unbelievable. On 100% use. What GPU do I have? An NVIDIA 1070 that I bought like 8 years ago or some shit. At least like 5. It kind of goes over. I recently changed it to GPU encoder because apparently that looked better. I might restart the stream. I might restart the stream so to put it on the CPU. Don't for this. What? Don't what?